Played it 4 times. We'll have a look at their recent opponents and see where we get some sort of insight there. But yeah, this is, if anything, a bit of a dream setup, I suppose. We've got xertioN taking teams like Preasy, Alliance, lost to Fnatic. But they've got some decent wins in this one. They took down OG on this map as well. You never know, Anders.
You never know. Yeah.
There's a chance. I'm into it. Let's get into the action, though, shall we? xertioN will be starting on the T side and looking to prove themselves. I'm going to say it's a must-win pistol. The underdogs, and then some. No stand-ins this time. They've beaten Monte, but without their full roster. MOUZ is a different kettle of fish altogether.
They absolutely are. And I think you're right about the pistol round. Like, if you're the underdog in a best of one like this, you have to come out, like, shooting right out the gate. It can't be slow. It can't be something you build your way into. It has to be shock and awe from the beginning here on the Danish side, or it's not going to happen at all. They are expecting for MOUZ to go aggressive. That's why they're waiting around like this. They're seeing if anyone's going to come peek through the secondary tunnel, or if it's going to be Monte tunnel or anything. And once they are bored of waiting, they go for deep smokes toward the high ground, almost too deep. I feel like someone could push in front of that, but regardless, it's going to be a bomb plant here. A couple of grenades, nobody doing any damage at all. The bomb gets planted, and now they're pushing forward. queenix taking down Jimpphat. It's a good start here.
It really is. And as a bombshells is dropped on CSGO Twitter, I'm going to get into it after this, as it looks like the round should be said and done, unless xertioN has anything to say about it. We have got a 2-on-2 scenario, but no kids inside right now. T-side should have done enough. That kill will secure it. I don't think Torgy can do anything about this one. Time is of the essence, and it's running out. Yeah, Falcons just announced that Simple is joining them on loan from Na'Vi.
On loan, okay.
I'm just making sure this is a proper post. It's not like a bait. Am I getting trolled? No, look, it's the real deal. They've announced Simple. It's a 1-month loan.
God, Simple back in CS2. That in itself is headline-breaking news.
I just want to keep double-checking. I haven't made an absolute blunder yet, but it looks to be legit.
It'd be funniest if you were getting trolled, but... Oh, that's actually so interesting. I'm actually really excited. I've missed Simple. I really have.
So Boris out. Simple, and I know it's got nothing to do with this game, but good
It's
Lord.
fair. The pistol round was, well, you're not wrong. Like, they didn't have the defuse kit. It was a 2 vs 1 at the end. There was nothing they could have done about it. So,
all right,
it is what it is.
We'll get back into this, and I'll stop talking about Simple.
I don't know. You don't have to, Henry. We all love him on some level, you know.
So 5-man.
Jason and I were watching like the old Simple Undertaker videos before we got started.
The bangers.
Yeah, it was too much fun. Well, they're doing a good job. They are feeling it out, you know, realizing, let's go check out the other part of the map before we commit to any bomb sites. And as it happens, it's probably a really, really good choice at the moment.
We said it was a must-win pistol. They've certainly delivered on that promise. xertioN up against a full eco. 2-0 should be locked in. He had no problem. CT stacked towards B yields nothing. As they confirm it's going to be an A finish, and that's pretty much the round. They have got the information early, though. They'll at least be at the bomb, so they can pick up some resistance here.
They're rotating back, but by the time they get here, you could see they're running into flashbangs already. The Galil up by the truck, ready to receive them. Grenades, smokes are raining in, so yeah, if they wanted to rotate to get here, they needed to be here like 3 or 4 seconds earlier. Just didn't have the information, unfortunately, in time. Going to be a quick cleanup here. Only 1 casualty on the Danish side. xertioN picking up another round. Smooth sailing so far, but it's early days.
Pretty convincing. They've made the perfect calls thus far, but the rifles will be deployed now by MOUZ. You can see M4s pretty much across the board. I don't think they have AWP available to them. Torgy could buy it. He could go glass cannon. I think he has to. He's certainly a competent rifler as well. There's the friendly chicken for Shui.
Interesting that they take a tactical timeout this early on. Wow, so first buy round, you know.
It's the best of one, huh? It's a very, very important round.
I think that's the vibe, isn't it? That
should set the tone for the rest of the half here. CT economy, very difficult to hold on to. You've got compromises here. They've gone for the glass cannon Orbanders. I think that's what they were discussing. Torgy's been playing very well today. Against Skilled Eagles, he was destroying them with the Orb. That's what you want him to be, but I guess on Overpass, Kevlar, sure, it's always going to be an important talking point, but such a long-range map, you can make this work with more defensive play.
I definitely don't mind it. Get it out as early as you can. It can limit how much you can do. Like, he probably doesn't want to run forward into too much on that side, but spray, a little bit returned, but so far so good. xertioN wants to get back into it. I can't believe it doesn't do more damage. It looked like it should have been connecting a little bit more.
Well, he's got 3 of them down sub 85, which puts him in 1-tap territory. It's all pretty valuable, honestly.
That's all you want. And now boost on top. Still a 3-man setup down at the B-bomb side. And Brollan, you can see, starting to move forward a little bit. Nice shot from xertioN. That's all you need. Again, the armor, Kevlar that he's lacking, doesn't really mean anything at that distance.
Yeah, absolutely dead on. They've done so much damage en route here. xertioN, though, playing by the bathroom. So he has got Brollan behind him. He did have him. xertioN, though, needs to try and stay alive as long as possible. It's unlikely he gets another kill here. Drops out defensive smoke. Utility being bombarded in his direction. That was the kill. He hits that, call the round over. He did well to delay them as long as possible.
He's buying so much time. The flank, yeah, they know that something could be happening. Jimpphat gets one on the one side, and he's ready for Nordios to come out of long. So, yeah, xertioN, it might just have been a double kill, but the extra, almost like 10 seconds that he buys is excruciating for xertioN.
Big round. xertioN delivers. Seems like that was the correct call to purchase AWP. Good positioning. Second kill, beautiful. Bought himself an extra 10 seconds. And Jimpphat clinical on the finish. 2-1. No bomb planted. Leads us to a very compromised buy. This is set piece sort of territory at this stage. You're going to have to be running a wall of smokes, usually in towards that B bomb site. Try and get the plant down, overrun them with those Tech 9s and Mac 10s. You can see them setting themselves up for that sort of idea now. Majority of the players were going through Monster. xertioN, though, very strong in this sort of position. Playing in front of the flashes as well, tucks himself in, and in we go, Anders.
You need to trade that kill, and he dooms. kraghen getting a couple of good shots in there, taking down Jimpphat, but unfortunately they run into xertioN. He gets a swift headshot. queenix is back at it again. The bomb site is kind of almost fallen here. Salazar's going to be careful, though, and there is an AWP on the other side. They do have the bomb. They can walk away from this if they want to, but it looks like they're committed to the fight. Jumping on over on either side, Salazar nearly with the bomb in hand. That would have been a nightmare. And now you see, he's trying to see if he can make the walk around slowly. xertioN's got it red. It's a good read, in fact. Nordios, the last one alive. Galil in hand, crouches down, but xertioN's absolutely got it locked in. Good round coming out from MOUZ. I really needed one. It was close. It looked like the Danes have found their way onto the bomb site and were able to secure the bomb plant, but not quite.
Still can't believe this whole simple situation. Anders, we get a statement from you. What are your initial thoughts? Simple coming in as like a rifler, presumably.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to have him back. I'll be honest. Like, I was, you know, I think just for a bunch of reasons, Simple's career has been in a strange place for a long time, right? Some of them, unfortunately, out of his control, but I want to see him play. Like,
they've got some bias in that team, right? So Simple's coming in, presumably.
Well, like, he's been saying that anyway, hasn't he? That he's kind of like
he's definitely more than capable. Like,
obviously, yes.
That's going to be exciting to say the least. No one saw that coming today. So Boris is gone. Their assistant coach is gone as well, and Simple's in.
You're one of the best players to ever touch the game now, next to, the best coach that we've ever had. Like, that in itself is interesting, even if it's just on loan. Like, just having that slight overlap, seeing if there could be something learned from either side. Like, there's a lot of interesting storylines there, but most of all, I just kind of want to see Simple back and playing, to be honest.
Well, xertioN puts his best foot forward. Go for round number 5 here. Maybe he gets a little overzealous, but still maintains man advantage. That rifle is out of reach right now for xertioN. After winning the pistol, it looks likely to be 3 rounds in a row against them. MVP of xertioN should be fine for his kills there. Unarmored, Eagles on the other side. MOUZ will cruise into the lead. 3-2. Vitality versus Heroic up next, ladies and gents. That's the game of the day, but this one could be close.
Well, I think, unfortunately for xertioN, they're running into like the big problem. We talked about it at the beginning. If you want to upset and shock the world, winning your best of 1 against MOUZ here, you needed to come out swinging really hard. And sure, you win the pistol round, it's kind of cool, but MOUZ are already starting to feel a lot more comfortable here, and that's where you can't have them. Like, that that comfort is exactly where they just start to turn up. You can see Torsu's feeling good with the AWP. He's got 7 kills. So he's getting a lot done. Like, it's getting worse and worse now. I don't think this game is going to get easier for ECSTATIC as we go on. So
yeah, you can see the confidence starting to swell on the CT side. Torji gets himself in a combative position with the AWP no less as well, waiting for the first smoke to dissipate. Will then have full control of the short pipe. Nice vision. A little on the other side here. Waits outside Monster. It's going to be Nautilus. And will be the opening frag. Patti will find Shuey. They won't be able to hold on to the advantage for long. queenX, one of their star players, has been dropped. Back and forth we go. Torsi should have the upper hand here. Doesn't quite connect the shot. Might as well go for the kill now. You've known the orb out of position, even though you've got low HP. And there it is. Should be the frag. Not quite. Okay, Torji dead now. How is he alive?
I don't know. Oh no. If this comes back to haunt him, it could. He can still get kills from this position. Molotov down. He's somehow still alive, Henry. What does it take to kill him? Finally, they go for the swing. It's kraghen, the one to pick it up, and now it's a 2 versus 3. Jimpphat and Brollan, the bomb's getting planted here. I can't believe it took all day to try and kill Torshi. They finally get the job done, but my God, that could have cost them the round. If he gets another kill in there, I think it spirals ECSTATIC in a bad way. Jimpphat swinging for it, but kraghen's there to receive 3 kills on him, and Brollan will have to slip away from the bomb site, surrender the round.
He really will. kraghen, it was a chaotic round to say the very least there.
Unleash the kraghen there.
And they keep 3 players alive as well. That was looking interesting at one point. Torji with, like we said, the combative position at the start. And see if he just held it. Could have been a ton of information, but falling back. Don't know how he survived for so long, but comes down to pretty convincing finish there. We do see money into an interesting spot now for MOUZ. Whether they'll take another tactical timeout is yet to be seen. Brollan did save a weapon, of course, so I believe they'll be fine. But that's how it started, through the smoke. That's how Shuey went down. So I thought there was a smoke there towards bathroom. How did he go down so cleanly? But kraghen, thriving in this chaos, finds Jimpphat. Didn't really have the bullets to take the duel. And we've got a Famous for Shuey. M4s otherwise. Torji no longer with the AWP. They do not have a kit, I believe, either. 4 players without helmets. Shouldn't be a big deal against these AKs, though. Round 7. In terms of the finances, this one has a lot of weight behind it.
Some early attempts at nades. A double push out from the other side with the Molotov in case someone's there. You're ready to receive, but almost going down. queenX, good return. That's through the smoke, taking down xertioN. Pretty important work there. You can see, though, quite proactive defense coming out from MOUZ, right? Molotov into a flash, into a double peek from the L-bend. Like, they're really making sure that if someone from ECSTATIC is out there and in the wrong corner, you're going to get completely crushed. Like, I don't think there's anything you could do if you're on the T side there. So I like that. Dropping the bomb to take a peek. He will see them. Salazar, well aware, but not able to get the headshot, and as a result, they kind of escape a little bit here. Patti is back, seeing if he could take a look into what's the bomb site. But he's Molotoved out of it. 4 versus 4 in 45 seconds.
A sort of maneuver to recover the M4. Great from the Famous here. 4-on-4 with significant damage inflicted to a couple of players, and they're going to go for a contact play through Monster. That's with the bombers as well. Salazar with queenX leading that charge. They're called contact for a reason. As soon as you feel like you can make your way towards the bomb site, all bets are off. Make yourselves known. And it will be a nice defensive hold here from Shuey. Allows that bomb to go down and waits for the rotations to come through as well.
Yeah, and I think Brollan does have a kit, so they should be able to do this. 1 versus 4 here for Salazar, and he's just in the smoke. They're going to find him no matter what. Yeah, that's too much to ask. Kit not even needed. They go straight for it. MOUZ with a 4-3 lead. There were a lot of different ways that could have went bad for MOUZ, but yeah, the defense holding strong. It was just 2 people there. 2A, 2B, but they managed to hold on long enough for the rotation to come in. Some important work.
A stream update. He's got Apeks versus Cloud9 there. A team close to your heart, Anders. Will be 5-1 down on Mirage. So Apeks 5, Cloud9 1.
Okay.
In the 1-0 bracket. And the whole internet's having a meltdown right now because of the whole simple situation. But
I have no doubt.
It seems like HLTV is like just getting nuked right now. Right, here we go then. MOUZ 4, ECSTATIC 3, round 8. AK-47 available for Jimpphat. Brollan, same story. Aggressive, of course, towards middle. I can push through the smoke here. Pops it open somewhat. Doesn't see anyone on the other side. Going to be looking towards the playground for now. Galil is making sure there's no boosted players here. Brollan is sticking around in this smoke. Wants to play the fadeaway.
He's actually in a great position, you can see. Kraghen's not at all ready for it. Does almost get hunted down, but Brollan spinning around looking for more. It's a triple spray down there for the Swede. And leaving Audios on his own. This is very well played. They had no idea that he was still sticking around. Doesn't get any better than that. Torchi out hunting a little bit. They discover where he is. It's not going to get any easier from here. You know they're coming from all sides.
A little bit sloppy on the push, but it's absolutely fine in the end. Brollan with a magnificent performance there. With the AK-47 taking matters into his own hands. Didn't fear the smoke whatsoever. Thriving once again. He was known as an Overpass star when he first launched onto the scene with Fnatic. It was always Overpass, kraghen in hand. Yeah. He was a superstar. Many years since those moments, but this is some glimmers of it.
I think it's worth really revisiting what you were talking about at the beginning, because I had the same feeling. Like when he was in NIP, like it was so disappointing to see Brollan sort of fading, you know, from all the hype and coming into MOUZ, who, like, it could have been too late. You could have had a feeling that, yeah, like that part of his career is done now. He's just going to be someone who could have been more. But I feel like he's starting to really wake up. Like, he looks more comfortable, looks like he's having more fun playing the game in general. It's a good look.
Very nice round from Brollan. Just what MOUZ needed there. A clean and convincing round number 8 has led them to pretty much a guaranteed victory in round number 9. You can see they're up against Deagles and P250s, Tech 9s. Shui has all the information you could possibly ask for. It's Jimmy who's going to be finding that first kill. Playing with confidence now, and rightly so. They don't have any Kevlar on that T side. Looking for the 6-3 scoreline, and I dare say he's done it.
Yeah, those couple of kills. That's another thing that maybe is worth thinking about for ECSTATIC. It might be worth winning before Jimpphat really shows up, right? He's not even been like the main force in this game, but in a lot of MOUZ games he is. Hey, he's just taken over with the rifle, so currently 6 kills on Jimpphat, but you know it's not going to be long before that changes. So fist bumps coming out. I think MOUZ are feeling quite comfortable at the moment, even if they're on the CT side and they're expected to win the majority of the rounds here. I feel like this is going about as smoothly as they could have hoped for.
Well, they're the undeniable favorites. Coming into this best of 1. ECSTATIC, sure, like a top 40 team that they could definitely steal away a best of 1, but so far they've won a pistol and a couple of rounds after. Looks like they're slowly but surely starting to shrink against MOUZ. Torju have the AWP once again, 12 kills to his name. Brollan wants to get stuck in once more towards middle. xertioN connect up. As Torju has come to join the boys here. He's over towards long. xertioN trying to shut down their default as they dissect the connector. Oh, that's the opening here. That's from long, bear in mind.
Yeah.
Key part of the map. They now need to recover. They've got out of the connector at the very least. xertioN has no idea. He's none the wiser. He should be going down here, no problem. Phoenix. As he footwork gets himself into a prime position. Torji is on high alert here. He's behind them technically, but he doesn't feel safe. The bomb is towards the playground right now. It's coming out Patti. Torji finds it. Call it round done.
It's so tense right now is that they really don't know where that AWP is. When they figure it out, they can do a lot of different things, but just crouched in here. Good shot from Torchi. Phoenix was waiting for it, wanted that instant headshot. Now so much time has been wasted. They almost just have to go for it, but the problem is taking the A bomb site when you don't have control long feels really bad. Like, there's so many places you cannot stand all of a sudden. We're down to 30 seconds. They're clearing up the B bomb site as well, yeah. Nautilus is walking in here, trying to see if he could find an opening, but they've lost Patti at the same time on the other side of the map, so...
The bomb's coming back at least.
Yeah, they can try to bring it back. I just feel like this is such a stretch, and now it definitely is. 14 seconds, trying to see if he can flash his way onto the site. Salazar's going to get the 1 kill, but that is about it. Another round for MOUZ. It's working out for them.
Very convincing round, if you don't mind me saying.
It is. I feel like I feel like Patti's name is like he's probably too young for it to be like a shout out to Patti. Like I feel like that we're missing at least a couple of generations of players in between.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair assessment, Anders.
Patti's someone, in my opinion, who probably never got like quite the recognition that he should have had, even though he's like a legendary name.
I think he's doing all right for himself, though.
Yeah, he is.
What I've heard.
But I just mean like in terms of history, you know.
Yeah. Well, it was a different time, you know. Like we weren't. Well, those players back then, they were the top of the conversation when it came to Counter-Strike, but Counter-Strike hadn't had the global impact it had now.
Yeah,
we weren't doing
not.
Stadiums, we weren't doing huge arenas.
A little bit more niche.
Yeah, it was very niche. Like they were pioneers for sure, but Counter-Strike just wasn't a big deal back then. Esports wasn't even a word back then.
No.
We just called it competitive gaming.
Playing video games to win.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Ooh. Attempt at a headshot there. Torshi unimpressed, sticking around, saying, yeah, fine, if you want to fight, I've got the EWP on my side, I'll definitely try and take that shot. But eventually, when they lose control of the water on the other side, he kind of has to go back. They're going to clear it out and find nobody is here. Oh, boost on the other side there. Patti goes down.
This is going to be a difficult round, to say the least. We've got just Eagles. No Kevlar. Oh, there is some Kevlar, I beg your pardon. And then a couple of grenades to boot. They've lost their first player in the form of Patti. Round 11. Running out of time here on Overpass. More ways than one. Good utility to hold them at bay here. They're going for the A split to try and close things out here. Bombs there in the banana area. Short. Brollan. He's finding one. Berserk's in a nice position. Does he get both the kills? That secures the round here. torgi shouldn't have to break much of a sweat, but he does lose his head. Salazar, it's light work of him, but it doesn't really matter too much. It was the penultimate round anyway. So the money will be absolutely fine.
I feel like that's been like the subtext for a lot of these rounds, is that yes, MOUZ are losing a couple of players, but it doesn't really make any difference in the long run. They keep having the economy, they keep winning the rounds. They're really comfortable at the moment. Enjoying their time in the sun on Overpass here. And this is the 1-0 bracket. So for MOUZ, this is what a great bit of news for them if they can exit the day having 2 victories, only needing to win another best of 3 to make it on. That'd be quite exciting. 8-3 right now. ECSTATIC having a much harder time than the initial rounds were suggesting. Again, winning the pistol, looking like maybe they had a little something to say. Phoenix playing well. Now that MOUZ have the weaponry, it's a little bit of a different question. Patti goes down at the start of this round. Again, it's torgi, I think, has been in charge of a lot of these opening kills. He'll be picking up another one in this 12th round. Salazar on the other side flashed. It's just a great 1-2 punch to take down the Danish AWPer. And a 3 versus 5 here. I think they might have spotted Phoenix as well. That grenade heavily suggests that is in fact the case. And they'll run him down.
5-on-2, Anders. Difficult to get excited about his scoreline.
It is.
Considering the matchup we have here, MOUZ on a huge upward trajectory, ECSTATIC, like players and a team you're not necessarily too familiar with, looking to prove themselves. Very difficult game up ahead of them here. And if they've won the pistol and they've got 3 rounds on their T side, does not feel like nearly enough.
Yeah, I don't think it is. And I think we tried to outline the possible requirements for ECSTATIC to have an upset, and it would have required not just winning the pistol, but going on a bit of a run, like winning the first 5 rounds in a row, shocking MOUZ. MOUZ were quick to they took a timeout at their first buy round, and you know that was probably worth it. They just looked locked in at this point in time.
Everyone looks very calm and composed over there for MOUZ.
Cyclone behind them.
Shouldn't have to break a sweat here to close this one out. They're the heavy favorites. They've got the scoreline after losing the pistol. There's not much working against them here. There is quite a lot working against Cloud9, however. They are currently 7-3 down against Apeks. It's not about to get 7-4, to be fair, but that's an interesting game. That's also a 1-0 setup over there as well. As we look for some torgi success here. Giving the camera a kiss.
Yeah, that Cloud9 lineup that should have been taking the world with storm, but just never did.
Never did. Maybe never will.
Maybe never did. This stage, it feels like we're running out of time for this to really have an effect. Patti, good shot spots. It's kraghen as well to help out. So trading 2 for 1 back here. See if he can escape. Claudio's trying to sneak it behind him, but he's kind of missing the shot and starting to question his own position. Still kraghen out long, and he takes down xertioN. It's not bad. 2 versus 4. A chance for them to win another pistol round. They pretty much have to if they want a chance to compete for the second half.
Well, they know where kraghen is. They've got him locked in, actually.
Oh, yeah.
He knows it. He's actually got good awareness here. Oh, he's taking so much damage. This 4-on-2 quickly slides into MOUZ's favor. queenix, though, looks like they know exactly where he is, but fumbling the shot. torgi gives him another moment to live here. He's going to have to take the challenge. Jula leads. Get a little bit out of control, but nailed the shot. torgi caught with his pants down there. Molotov spills all over the floor. Bomb to be recovered. Still possible. Jimpphat can win this. You can see that's a little bit awkward to get under the slide itself. Still plenty of time. Objective now, get that bomb planted, see what you can do after.
Yeah, and he's slightly slipped the net here. I don't know. I mean, disconnected position is super interesting for queenix because he can obviously be both places at once. Salazar is miles away though, so when the bomb gets planted, does queenix get too close? If he does and it makes it a one-on-one, that's a disaster. Now they're gonna know. They hear the smoke going down and they realize, all right, we have to rotate. But again, they need to be there at the same time. Jimpphat looking to steal this one away. He's already got 2 kills. Looking to make it a quad to clutch the round and certainly smack xertioN right in the face. Look at him pushing forward now. They do not have a kit. This is actually disastrous right now. It is being slightly red, but tapping the bomb once and they're off the high ground. I think Jimmy might have done it here. Oh, smoke on top might put a lot of pressure on. Yep, he's trying to look for that one, but it's already been defused inside. queenix going down. A reload's coming in. He's got another chance at it. Swinging wide, but he's unable to find anything. Knife comes out, and he can't get the kill. It's a full 10-second defuse inside of it.
Poor old Jimmy.
God.
He gave it everything he could there. That's unfortunate that they have to smoke. If they didn't, he definitely wins that round. Hands down. The thing is, though, he gets the bomb planted, and I think he survives. I'm not 100% sure if he actually went down. Okay, so he actually has Kevlar already then. They're probably going to force bind this second and answer back quickly. That was a 4-on-2, though. That comes down to a 1v1, essentially, and they had to do a full 10-second defuse and smoke and hope that Jimpphat wouldn't hit his shots. That smoke's definitely the MVP of the round. AKs, Galils, Tech-9s, Deagles, up against FAMASs and M4s on the CT side. This round might decide the fate for xertioN. Lose this one, there's no way they bring it back. Have to convert.
Yes. Yeah, and even converting this one, it's a real long road ahead of them, but this is a necessary step in that direction, if nothing else. MOUZ are giving them a little bit of room to sweat here. They have some grenades, but not a lot on the T side. So they don't want to use too many of them early on like you otherwise normally see. This position getting smoked out, Molotovs being thrown in to try and clear out some of the first parts of the map here. They don't really want to be doing that in MOUZ. Instead, they're walking their way up. Tunnels being re-smoked from the CT side, so might feel a little bit of less pressure on that side. Oh, this is dangerous, but he will take down Jimpphat. It's not bad at all, actually. Patti's taking down xertioN as well. It's a good start to the round. Before Brollan gets put into play, does get the headshot on kraghen that's out on long. 3 versus 4. And we're down to 35 seconds. They're still teetering right at the edge of that A bomb side. They haven't really found the one big kill they need to get on there and get the bomb planted.
Good point. Hope starting to fade away. Shuey has called for his teammates to make their last efforts in towards the B bomb site. A strong crossfire setup, though. Need to land their shots. Time is on their side. 10 seconds remaining. They still are not committed to the bomb site. They line up. Odious will get himself 2.5 kills there. He said it was must win for xertioN. They deliver on that promise. 3 players survive, no bomb planted. They're back in this one. Both pistols in their favor. And now the third should be locked in as well in terms of third round on their CT side, because there'll be nothing in terms of resources for MOUZ. This one just got interesting.
Yeah, now is really the time for it. If they wanted to keep the dream alive, then again, winning that round was the big and necessary one. No bomb plant either happening for MOUZ, so not that they could have been buying a lot anyway, but you never know. Maybe another grenade or two. Some deagles are being picked up here. So we are getting a chance to see those flexed. Who doesn't love some good 1 deags?
It's absolutely true.
I think Jimpphat's playing a classic with no deagle skin. Is that real? Just an absolute hipster at this point.
Has to be the case. Doesn't want any distraction.
Yeah.
So, to be fair to MOUZ, their run here has been pretty, like, in terms of the teams they've had to play, like, Monte to open things up, right?
Yeah. Without SDY.
Oh, it was no. They played Guild Eagles. To be fair, it was XertioN that played Monte. I was going to say that. Then they got to play XertioN. That would be dope. It was XertioN that played Monte. They without some SDY. They played against Guild Eagles. That did test them. They got 16-14 now. Guild Eagles though might not make the major for once, Anders. Maybe.
I can't bet against them. Like they're just. I know it's wild. They are still one of the most mysterious teams to me, just in their style of Counter-Strike.
You don't see them all year.
Yeah.
And then the major rolls along. And all of a sudden, all bets are off. They start causing damage. We'll see if MOUZ can make a dent on the A-bomb site here.
Ooh, hold on.
xertioN with an opening. One they're not necessarily capitalizing upon, but making it interesting at the very least. 3-on-3 and able to pounce towards the bomb site and also low. Should be able to make light work of the remaining players here. Patti with a double kill. Just looking to get the bomb down. Brollan be happy with that. Certainly could win the 2-on-1, but that limits his chances now. He's being surrounded.
Yeah, and the 10-second clock here really making it very, very tricky. Trying to force them into it, unable to hit the shot. Yeah, but he wanted to play for the win, and you can respect that. But the scoreline has started to look slightly more interesting. The Danes nearly broken in that first half is what it felt like, but starting to hold on a little bit more. I still feel it's still quite a stretch. We're going to have to see quite a bit more out of XertioN for this to be believable. But there is a way. Window for them is not entirely closed just yet. Some of the timeout being called here for MOUZ. Chance to talk over their first real rifle round that's coming up here on the T side. 9-6 scoreline. So far, all AKs, not really too surprising. Don't have to go for the AWP on the T side if you don't want to.
I don't have AWP, but we can. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, yeah, no AWP.
Well, there we go. Some live insight. xertioN said it's fine.
It's good, no problems.
It's fine, he says. Up against the Salazar AWP. Round 60. Smoke down toward middle. See now if this boost will work out. Patti will be at the top of the tower. Spotted. Doesn't take too much damage for his troubles. Makes things pretty uncomfortable. It's Jimpphat and xertioN to take the majority of the damage here. Trying to get some B-short control. You see this exchanging those grenades. Jostling for position. Salazar, the AWP, making sure that no one can actually enter the bomb site itself. Plenty of time now for MOUZ, but needs to be on high alert. Jimpphat's now down to 8 HP. Bomber T steps.
Yeah, I was going to say the bomb's been dropped from really, really far back, or walked really far back. It looked like for a minute MOUZ wanted to fight for this spot to the death, but I feel like they're kind of giving up on it a little bit. Naughtius with a very important kill. His teammate just couldn't really pull the trigger. He's going to shoot him in the back and kill him probably. So 4 versus 5 though, and I think kraghen is calling it in now, saying, I'm hearing footsteps, I'm hearing jumping on the other side. Someone's definitely up. He's going to swing quite wide for it. And xertioN is practically dead already behind this one. A flash to set it up, it's not going to help him out. And this round is absolutely locked in. Not a single casualty on the Danish side. It's XertioN. They get up to 7 rounds, and they steal another couple of AKs.
They were hoping for some CT aggression there, I think. They were hoping some fights go in their favor, but didn't really get presented with anything whatsoever. MOUZ actually out-positioned, out-maneuvered, and out-fragged. And there's a lovely A-hold there. They didn't even get to commit to any sort of execution. The default led them to no picks whatsoever. They took a load of damage trying to get through connector and push CTs back ashore. Ultimately, though, that's a very comfortable round for the young Danes. 3rd tactical timeout for MOUZ. Jimmy looking a little flustered at the end. He had about 5 HP the majority of that round. Couldn't really get going. CTs start to park the bus here on the defense. Nice little push. The AWP took the initial aggro. kraghen with a nice finish here as well. Patti got a lovely 2nd kill on the bomb site to secure the round.
Yeah, they're feeling it. They're really getting warmed up. CT side looking more doable for them right now. MOUZ are the ones that have to dig a little bit deeper maybe to try and pull out the strat book on this one. I'm sure that they have a lot of things planned for the map itself, but you started pointing out this is the best map for xertioN in terms of a best of one, right? That's a bit of a gift to them all on its own. Ooh, speaking of strats, this is just raw, straight running for it. kraghen's gonna get immediately down, so 4 versus 4 here. Salazar close with the AWP. Haven't had to say his name nearly enough yet, so if they could get him warmed up on the CT side, I'm sure that'd be a big bonus to them. Recovering the AK. But the speed put into this round, I mean, that could have been a way to do it. I think if Salazar misses that shot, maybe they run him down and suddenly it's a bit of a double opening. xertioN out at long. Waiting for his time to strike with the deagle, but not at the moment.
Not getting many opportunities here. This partial buy has not led them to an advantage thus far. Jimpphat has got the AK-47. He can do unspeakable things with that weapon. The bomb in his back as well. Brollan to try and find his first frag. He goes through Monster. Queen Extoder's playing with the incendiary in hand. Will be nice defensive kills here, but that's what we're looking for. Jimmy cracks things open. 35 seconds, and he's bailing.
But they're walking back. xertioN is the right idea, and he gets the headshot, taking down Patti. It's open wide up once again. Missed shot here on the Danish side. A shot through the box. It's not connecting. He wants to jump down, but the bomb is going to be planted here, and Salazar's in a lot of trouble. xertioN takes him down. A massive 2 versus 4 victory for MOUZ.
Oh, that's the backbreaker, Anders, I'm afraid.
I feel like that's probably true.
That's the one you can't afford to lose.
Slippin' Jimmy's back at it again.
Slippin' bloody Jimmy with another heist. Another scam that works in his favor.
Yeah, the time to kill is so low on that second one. It's just unbelievable.
That's the kind of player he is. We saw it multiple times last year, especially towards the tail end of CSGO. Like, he had some unbelievable moments. xertioN, nice work with that deagle as well. That's not an easy kill. And they absolutely toy with Salazar to close things out. Big round. Had no business winning it. Quite frankly, in a 4-on-2, we've got a deagle and an AK, but they'll take it all day long. Again, xertioN now on the ropes. Fully invested into the round. It's pretty decent buy, all things considered. They cannot afford to let this one go. It'll be 11-7 with money in the bin. Jimmy looking to continue with his success here. Salazar, nice position. Doesn't hit the shot though.
kraghen's there to make sure. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic now. 3 versus 3. So we know that kraghen is out here, so he's sticking around.
He knows, like, he hasn't crossed back over yet. He's had vision of this area the entire time. And kraghen is aware that his days are numbered as well. Tucking himself into the corner. There's only one place he can be. Shui knows it. Well played.
Not letting him get away. It's very important.
Of elimination, I suppose. He knew he had to be there.
Yeah, and it's worth taking an extra time, right? There's still 50 seconds left, so find that player, eliminate him. Put some pressure on xertioN. What do you do here? They got a kit, they got a Molotov.
You kind of, I'd say you group up together and you hope for the best. That's about as good as it gets.
That's what
if they go to the other side, you have to save these rifles. At least you'll have something going into that next round. But yeah, seems to be an A finish here. 3 versus 2. Not a foregone conclusion. They might go for it still. They've got a kit and it's
such a risk. It's such a risk.
I wouldn't recommend
to go back
it.
for it.
Yeah, it looks like they'll just have to save the rifles, one of which is a FAMAS, and yeah, they've already conceded this one. It's over. Have to make sure they hold the rifles, though. Loss bonus will be almost 0 for winning that pistol. Having some decent success since. It's 11-7. Touching distance of the 2-0 pool. Our MOUZ.
Yeah, not much to really say. Go back towards T-spawn, maybe listen to a bit of German techno down there if you want to, but there's not much else to find in the round if you're xertioN here. Gonna be an 11-7 scoreline. So MOUZ, yeah, for a minute there, it looked like they were under a little bit of pressure, but I feel like now they probably can see the finish line right up ahead. They know the money is gonna be looking grim for the CT side, so keep this up. And they're making it work.
They really are.
You got any hot takes on German techno?
Not a massive fan of it, I suppose. Like,
no, it's not your thing.
Used to be into raves and stuff when I was younger, but yeah, kind of retired from that lifestyle. Getting too old. for that nonsense.
Well, that's fair enough. We've got
Like,
the
I don't
beer
mind it
garden.
like in a live setting, sure. I just wouldn't listen to it at home is my point.
Right.
You know?
You don't have to defend it, Henry. It's okay.
I felt like I had to. Didn't want to offend any techno fans in the chat. Right then. This is it. They do manage to save a couple of weapons. It's not the worst looking buy. It's not the best looking buy, but a buy nonetheless. kraghen tucks himself in towards that connector. Well, 2 MP9s and a FAMAS here. Saved M4. Salazar Orb is 5 and 13. Hasn't exactly set the server on fire. Torchi with 18, his rival sniper. They have got some decent control at the B bomb site. Trying to make their way towards connector, but the bomb on the MOUZ side is already deep down long. Coming out towards the previous position of flower bed. Firm long is clear.
Yeah, that's a big problem. That CT side, AWP, definitely a huge tool. Salazar trying to manufacture the opening here, moving forward, but you have to be so careful. Kraghen's the one who's been otherwise playing quite well. Going to be pushing forward. He's up to 17 kills. He's now in a position to shoot them at the back with the MP9, but it has to be his team that stay alive. And oh, Salazar, you can see that position is so awkward. Standing with his back turned, no matter where he goes there. He's found out, and unfortunately, the flank, I think kraghen even decided to go the other way. Like, I think he basically tried to flank the B bomb side. They just didn't even know what was coming. They're gonna have to save once again. It's a 12-7 scoreline. Just like that. 1 kill on Salazar, and that's it. The round's lost.
It's all done.
It's disappointing.
And that's if everyone survives.
Yeah, we don't even know that yet.
If they can keep 4 weapons up, great. MOUZ need to be careful. Make sure they have some trade potential here. Don't want to be given those AK-47 in towards enemy hands.
Yeah, it can still get worse.
Brollan should pre-fire this one, honestly, and he does. Oh, lovely transition to the second. Patti should be really picking that one up, my friend. He's going to save 2 MP9s, Anders.
How miserable.
Pretty miserable scenes. Money will be about $2,400 otherwise. If they've got a tactical timeout, probably the time to use it. Looks like MOUZ have done enough to get to that 2-0 bracket. Business as usual for them today. In a great position to qualify for the PGL Copenhagen Major happening in March.
Yeah, that'd be quite exciting. We could send another Dane this time in Cyclone there.
True.
We got our agents everywhere.
Yeah, taking over.
Can't stop us, Henry.
Well,
delivering pastry and Legos and whatever else.
Lego pastry and mermaids.
And mermaids, apparently, yeah.
Yep.
I keep forgetting. Stewart here, trying to see if he can get a couple of shots to the smoke. They are walking in there. I actually appreciate this from ECSTATIC. Like, what else are we going to do with the MP9s here? They traded out, probably still worth it. Bomb is dropped for a second as we are on a 4 versus 4.
But for how long? Does it all come crashing down here for ECSTATIC? They've won both pistols. It's not been the worst showing, but MOUZ have felt like they're in the driving seat the majority of these gun rounds. We've got MP9s and FAMASs here. A decent smoke towards Monster will buy them a little bit of time, but that's one thing they don't have much of here. It's match point in the best of 1. They need 5 rounds in a row just to take us to overtime. Then they need to come over or come out on top in that scenario as well. Doesn't sound great, but this round is possible. They've got pretty decent numbers this side. Exertion. I was going to say, he timed that to perfection, but doesn't quite nail the shot. Jimpphat certainly does, though. The MP9s are a bit problematic here, actually.
Brollan actually gets that headshot. The confidence on Torchi at the end. He's just swinging for it. Surprised that they lived through that round. It's Patti with a quad kill. You got to give him credit. Mate. He was in a lot of pressure there. Somehow was able to get the kills required, so...
Well, there it is. The round you think that's locked in. The one that makes the most sense.
Somehow not.
Yeah, I don't know, that was a little bit labored from our sports. It wasn't great trading potential. Didn't necessarily execute, just trying to find the timing. Just ran into the MP9s there, didn't really dislodge them from their positions and didn't hit their shots. So technical pause, I assume just a headset issue here. But a lifeline for ECSTATIC. They've got a chance at least now with that round going in their favor. It's going to take 4 in a row, which seems possible. I'm assuming the money's not in a stacked spot for MOUZ. Chewy. Oh, laughter.
Yeah, in a jolly mood. I must say, I feel like that's kind of like how we've been describing most of these rounds. Like, it's possible, there's a way, but it just feels like MOUZ they're a little bit of a league ahead right now. Even if the scoreline is slightly closer than maybe you would have thought here. You gotta count in those pistol rounds as well, and that does go a long way.
Yeah, it certainly does, but I know that last round, it does start to sow the seeds of doubt. You just lost to the Scouts and the MP9s. Depending on where their money's sat, they might choose to just take a partial buy here, but we'll have a look momentarily. Xertion's had some big moments. This was for the MP9 dominating. You see what I mean by the spacing?
Yeah.
They weren't really together there. Allowed him to recover an AK out of 4 different 1v1 duels.
Yeah, that is true.
I think they just thought that was a done deal. Maybe it still is. Money, let's have a look. Yeah, pretty decent buy. Absolutely everything they need. Some residual cash as well. Money is strong for MOUZ. Still FAMAS is there on the CT side, but they'll take it. They're still alive. 4 in a row. Take us to overtime. MOUZ looking for that knockout blow. No more messing around. Throw absolutely everything. He gets a dink, I think, on Patti.
Yeah, that's actually so much damage for just trying to get that little jump in there. They keep putting up the smoke on the CT side, but it's at least the 3rd time that MOUZ have tried to just play around it, so they're kind of ignoring that smoke a little bit. FAMAS here to try and hold the corner. Maybe not the ideal weapon, but you might have a bit of a shadow advantage. Unless it's at range like that, Torshi, what a shallow peek that is. Ready for more, takes down Patti as well, absolutely opening up everything. That's the entire A defense wiped out.
They know where 2 players are now, because they just found the kill with the rifle. Salazar took a shot as well. They're going to collapse towards the A side. They know they've got full advantage. This should be where it comes crashing down. There's still so much utility on the T side, and there's multiple smokes, incendiaries, flashes, 4 versus 3, bomb planted. There's 1 kid available and an AWP on the retake as well. This just doesn't look possible.
Truly does, and I feel like MOUZ have to make some really big mistakes. They're also making sure there's no one flanking from the connector, so they know that everything is going to be coming here from the back side of things. Here we go. Flashes in the air. 1 last roll of the dice here for ECSTATIC. It's actually a great start, unbelievably so. Smoke up, but it's a little shallow. It should have been on the bomb. It doesn't even matter. xertioN and Jimpphat to close it out as MOUZ get 13 and end up in the 2-0 bracket.
They certainly do. It wasn't the cleanest finish, but we'll take it. Well done to MOUZ. It's a great day in the office here. They go 2-0. ECSTATIC, I wasn't expecting much, but they put up more of a fight than I anticipated. They did win both pitches.